Hey everybody, it's Murgle, and today I just want to go over a popular topic real quick. And people ask me us on occasion, so I figured, I'll tell you. I'm not one to hide anything, and I'm always very, very open about anything people ask me. So, in case people ask me how much do I earn, and I always tell them because, contrary to popular belief, and you are actually allowed to say what you can make, and some YouTubers just don't want to tell you. Maybe it's because they think you'll think badly of them because they're making a lot. I don't see anything wrong with making money doing something you enjoy. If the person genuinely looks like they're a happy individual and they love making videos, I don't care what they make, even if they're making way more than me, because you know what? That's their job, and at the same time, they're having a great time. So I know there's a stigma behind it, but I don't see why people think badly about others. Number two, some people just don't want you to know because I guess in a way that's too kind of a security thing. I mean, if you're making a lot of money, you might get mugged, frankly. I mean, you probably have a lot on you at some time, so that'd be a little bit of a dangerous thing maybe to reveal what you're earning. Or number three, they don't want you to know because of deceitful reasons, I guess. Like certain YouTubers, at a certain point, I can't see why I personally don't like Patreon and donations and stuff like that, and it's more of a personal choice because I'd rather like have YouTube pay me because I feel like then I'm earning it, and at the same time, I don't ask for anything aside from maybe share the video, throw it a like. I do appreciate those things because it helps my channel, but I don't want you to ever have to feel like you need to pay me to enjoy my content or feel like you need to in any way give anything other than your attention. That's what I like. That's what I need. That's all I care about. So that's why I'm against the Patreon stuff. And it really bothers me that like huge channels at a certain point still have things like Patreon donations, things like that, because at that point, you're looking at people that are making 20, 30 grand a month, and I just can't believe that they're also making another $10,000 in donations or 20 grand in whatever. I mean, it's just they're at the top of the food chain, and it's like the poor given to the rich. Okay, it's kind of demeaning. I mean, I get what you're saying. You really appreciate the guy and you want to give him a hand, but he's already getting a lot of money. Don't worry about it. So, in any case, here we go. This is the AdSense terms of use. This is the thing you sign when you become partnered with YouTube, which is part of Google. So it's the google.com AdSense terms of use. And number 9 goes over confidentiality. Again, most YouTubers probably don't read their terms of use, and they're just going around spreading the false rumor that they can't say what they make. But specifically on the confidentiality, it says, you may accurately disclose the amount of Google's gross payments resulting from your use of the service. So you're allowed to say specifically what Google pays you, 100%. And that means, hey, you know what? You can talk about it. Now, the things you can't talk about. All Google software, technology, and documentation relating to the services. So, again, that might sound like this, but this is a terms of use thing. It's not really hidden, and it's also not really what you'd say documentation for the service. So you are allowed to talk about this. This is terms of use. You can find it at the bottom of any page. You know what I'm talking about. Now, the click-through rates or statistics relating to property performance as pertaining to the services. That means I can't show you how many people are clicking on the ads. I'm not allowed to show that kind of stuff, and neither is any other YouTuber. So they're not allowed to show their like analytics page and things like that. It is wrong, because those are like specifically for Google to find out their marketing and stuff like that. So that's things that are, I guess, hidden. The existence of information about beta features in the service and any other information made available by Google that is marked confidential or would normally be considered confidential under circumstances which is presented. Which means really anything that's like sent to you or meant specifically for you and nobody else's eyes, stuff like that. And I understand that. There are things that need to be hidden. But again, it says you may accurately disclose your gross payments. So you are allowed to say what you make. And I can give you ideas of what people make and stuff based on that. Now, a great way to figure this out is, now there are exceptions, and I'll go into those, but a great way to figure this out is use a website called Social Blade. And I looked up my own channel on Social Blade. It shows you how many subs that channel has, the uploads, video views, their content stuff, a lot of things. And then you go down, it says how many views they're getting in the past 30 days, subs in the past 30 days. And then it estimates earnings. The reason it estimates is because there's a thing like CPM, which is how much you're making basically in a certain amount of click. So about 1,000 views can vary between $1 all the way up to like 20. It depends on a lot of stuff. If an individual partners with a network, some networks actually pick ads based on what your channel's content is to stream those specific ads. But I'm not part of a network. As you see, no network, nothing. I'm not part of anything. I'm just sub to YouTube and that's it. And the networks, though, they can make you more money because sometimes they take specific ads. And the way a YouTuber makes money is when the ad's shown. And I don't have anything against people to use ad blocker and stuff because, hey, I use it. I get it completely. I hate ads too. So you're making it so the YouTubers can't make money, but at the same time, I personally hate ads. So I can't blame you for using it by any means. In any case, this is the past month, right? This is the last 30 days. With this this view count, it will have shown so many ads. I can't show the specific amount again. That's in the analytics and stuff that I can't show. But I will make about 1,300 from this, estimated. So it's about 1.3 times whatever the view amount is for a basic YouTuber, right? Somebody that's not partnered, doesn't have any kind of anything, just basic YouTubers. In the last month, I received 1.2 million views, and in all those ads, I received $1,528. So it's really dependent on, going up. And I hope I earn more. I really do. I love to make, I could move to a better house and get a car that's worth more than $350, but I'm also not very lavish. I don't want a lot, and if I get a lot, I always said that I intend to do things like give away trips to BlizzCon, including the flight and everything. I think that'd be awesome, have like cosplay contests. I hope I get popular enough to do things like that. But again, I understand why some YouTubers don't want to talk about it, but I think YouTubers that are on the top, it's kind of appalling that they're asking for money when they're already making a lot. In a good sense, and I'm not knocking him because I find, here's an example. Look up the channel Grade A Under A. I find him hilarious. Don't get me wrong. He's a funny guy. Just cracks me the hell up. And his videos are great, right? And he received 15,530 views. 15,530,000 views in the last 30 days. So let's use a calculator and just times that number. What is it? 15,530, 190 times 1.3. All right, now divide that by 1,000, and this is his rough earnings based on his just normal amount if he was a basic YouTuber. So he would have made $20,200 roughly in my shoes. Now, he's partnered, so maybe his CPM is much higher. He could be getting all the way up to past that number. Also, he has things like gear. He sells shirts and stuff like that, so he gets a portion of that, depending on how much his shirt is worth. And he also has a Patreon where he's making, I think his Patreon was something like $10,000. So add 10 grand to that. That's added. Plus he does streaming on Twitch. I don't know what kind of donations he does. I'm not a big Twitch watcher, but I imagine he's probably getting $2,000 or $3,000 a month just from his donations. So let's just imagine it's $3,000. That's his rough monthly earnings. Times it by 12, he's making 400 grand a year. Now, if you take off all the bonuses and stuff, he still would be making 240 grand a year roughly from YouTube. And I'm just saying, 240 grand sounds like a lot of money to me. I've never, the highest I've ever earned was 40,000. So that's 6 times what I was ever earning at my peak, right? And that was when I was a prison guard. Now again, I didn't much care about money because I'm not a lavish person. I just want a car that runs decent and I'll be happy. But my point is, I just wanted to give an example. People are interested in this topic, and I'm not bashing anybody for anything they do because, again, I don't mean to make any problems. I think he's hilarious, right? He deserves to make money. But I think at a certain point, asking for more money is kind of dubious in the sense that, I don't know, I guess it's, I just, again, this is coming from a guy who's been poor his entire life, so I would be more than happy with 60 grand a year. I would be living perfectly fine. I was living great when I worked at the prison. I just despise the job. I absolutely love doing YouTube videos, though. But I just wanted to share. There's one more thing, too. If a YouTuber typically has videos that are 10 minutes and a couple seconds, they're doing that for a reason. Because the YouTube ad revenue on videos over 10 minutes is slightly higher. They pay you more. And it runs more ads during the course of the video. So you're going to make a little more if your video's like... If a YouTuber that you're watching specifically makes videos that are always like 10 minutes, 3 seconds, 10 minutes, 12 seconds, 10 minutes, 8 seconds, 10 minutes, 15 seconds. It's not by mistake. It's purposely because they're going to make more money off that video. Which, this video... Oh, look at that. 11 minutes, 24 seconds. So I'm a big scam artist. This video is going to make more money. But, in any case, I just want to share. I know it's a popular topic, and I wanted to show you guys what you can talk about. And if you ever were curious what a channel's making, let's look up one more real quick. There you go, PewDiePie. #1 channel. In the past month, he's made a lot more because he gets a lot of sponsors and stuff. So in the past month, he's probably made close to $400,000 or $500,000. There you go. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope this was interesting for you. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.